also whatever you notice, whatever you try to note precisely when you are noting the closing and opening of your eyes at that time. Also you can see all these phenomenal aspects individually as well as in common way. So when you are trying to note the seeing things at that time, also you can have same kind of observation and same kind of noticing and knowing, and all same kind of natures and same kind of the common natures. So whenever you are stretching, whenever you are lifting, whenever you are moving, whenever you are placing, and whenever you are doing anything, even when you are swallowing your saliva, at that time also if you pay proper attention in it, so you can see all sorts of individual pure true natures as well as the common natures within that one swallowing saliva, swallowing moment. So whatever you do, there are those things present in front of you. So just a necessary aspect is to pay attention to them with full process of mental forces. Then you will gain all those aspects clearly, and you will understand there are only those physical and mental processes. Apart from those physical and mental processes, there isn't any substantial, permanent, everlasting thing hidden inside them.
အဲ့ဒါလိုဖြစ်ခိုက်လိုက်ပြီးတော့ရှုလို့တိကျသဘာဝကြောင်းလဲပုံတည်နေတဲ့တူညီသဘာဝပေါ့တူညီလက္ခဏာပေါ့တည်နေတဲ့ဉာဏ်ကိုပါဠိလိုဝိပဿနာလို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်အဲဒီဝိပဿနာဉာဏ်သက်တာအကောင်းသွားလို့ရှိရင်ပင်ဉ္စရိလို့ခေါ်ပါတယ်ပင်ဉ္စရိဆိုတာတိဟုဒီလိုအုပ်စိုးမှုပေါ့တိမှုဟာကြီးစိုးလာတာတိမှုကြီးစိုးလာနေတဲ့ပိုင်းရောက်သွားလို့ရှိရင်တိမှုရဲ့ဆန့်ကျင်ဘက်မှာတိမှုပေါ့လေဝင်ပြီးတော့မနှောက်ယှက်နိုင်တော့ဘူးသူကကြီးစိုးထားတာဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီပိုင်းကြီးရောက်သွားတာပဲရှုတိုင်းလိုရတော့အဖြစ်တိဟာကြီးပဲတော့သူကကြီးစိုးထားတာ
The Sayadaw says, in each and every noting, if you have all those powers, mental forces in your noting, and you can see clearly those individual natures of the physical and mental process as well as the common natures, and that knowing and that seeing is the knowledge of insight. That is called vipassana, seeing clearly the things as they are. When that vipassana knowledge comes in your practice, so the faculty of wisdom will be there in your practice. That means there will be some kind of governing power in your noting. So that governing power gives you proper understanding about the real natures of those phenomena.
အဲ့ဒီသဘောမှန်တဲ့ရှင်းရဆုံးသိမြင်တဲ့ဝိပဿနာဉာဏ်ခေါ်တဲ့ပညာတွေဟာတက်မြင့်ဖို့ဒီလိုပြောရမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အတိညာတက်မြင့်ဖို့အတိညာတမ္မာကြံ့ကျယ်မှုအတိညာကြည်ရွှင်တွက်လက်မှုအတိညာတိုးတက်မှုဆိုတာပေါ့လေ၄ပိုင်းရှိပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီ၄ပိုင်းဟာဘယ်တရားတွေအကူအညီဖြစ်လို့ဒီလိုဖြစ်ရသလဲဆိုတာပေါ့လေရှင်းလင်းပြဖို့လိုပါတယ်
So Sayadaw says, in that faculty of wisdom, you have to develop the power of working forces of that wisdom. Sayadaw says there are 4 types of working forces in that faculty of wisdom. when there will be faculty of wisdom, the faculty of wisdom may come as the sharpening vision. Sometimes very active vision, and sometimes very clear vision. When you are noting one object, you can spread your knowing all over on the another objects which you are not noting. So in that way, the spreading power will be there in your wisdom if the wisdom is really sharpening in your practice. And it will be as much as that wisdom develops, so much you will have the clarity in understanding. So sharpening vision, and then the brightening vision, and the spreading power vision, and the vision of clarity. These four powers should be there in your faculty of wisdom to gain real clarity in your insight knowledge. Sayadaw says, still it might be necessary to explain to make them clear how you could possess all those faculty, all those four types of powers in the faculty of wisdom. So Sayadaw says, suppose if you are noting an object, let us take the rising object. When you are noting the rising object with deep concentration, and your mind is really fixing on the object without having any disturbances at that time, so your vision will become very sharp to get the actual rising process there. And not only the rising process, all those individual natures will become clear to you, even in one noting as rising. So that there won't be any cloudy nature in your mind. Your eyes, the vision of wisdom becomes so sharp that each object easily comes in your knowing, and such individual particles of the phenomena are there, and such noting powers are there. All these things becomes immediately clear to you. There won't be any hazy cloudy type of feeling there in your understanding. So as much you pay proper attention through the deep concentration in that object, so much you will get the clear understanding of that object. That is why the sharpening vision arises through the faculty of wisdom.
မှတ်နေတဲ့သဘောဟာဒါတတိပဲအဲ့လိုအကျော်ချော်မရှိဘဲနဲ့မှတ်နိုင်လို့ရှိရင်တတိစွမ်းအင်ဟာလည်းပဲထက်မြက်လာတာပဲထက်မြက်တယ်ဆိုတာကရှုရရှာအောင်မှာစွဲမြဲပြီးတော့ဒါလည်းဖြစ်နေတာပဲဥပမာအဖြစ်ပြစ်မှတ်ကိုမြားနေပြစ်လိုက်တဲ့အခါပေါ့မြားဟာထက်မြက်နေပြီမဲ့လို့ခုနပြစ်မှတ်ရောက်သွားတဲ့အခါမှာတုံးပြီးတော့ချော်သွားနိုင်တယ်စိုက်ပေါ်တော့အဲ့ဒါလိုမဟုတ်ဘဲနဲ့ပေါ့ဒီအာယုံမှာကြော်တာမရှိချော်တာမရှိပေါ့လေအလွဲမရှိမေ့တာမရှိပဲနဲ့ပေါ့လေလုံနိုင်လို့ရှိရင်တတိစွမ်းရထက်မြက်လာတဲ့အခါကျဆွဲမြင့်နေပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဝိပဿနာဉာဏ်မြင်ဟာပန်လာလာတယ်အမြင်နဲ့ကျဲလာတယ်
In the same way, if your observing power also very sharp enough, very bright enough, and you never slip from your object, and you never overrun from your object, immediately you can get the object when you are noting the object with precise observing power awareness. If you can have that kind of precise, sharp awareness to get the object without slipping and without overrunning to the object, then you at that time also you will get the clear vision, sharpening vision, deeply involving vision to understand the realities of the true natures. The Sayadaw says, when you shot an arrow towards the target, if you have real attention, proper awareness, and you have real good experience how to shoot the arrow to the target, and you are skillful enough to shoot the target without missing the target, then you will throw the arrow directly towards the target, and you never get the arrow sleeping or overrunning. So in the same way, in your practice also, Sayadaw says, if you could have that type of sharp observance, sharp awareness in each and every noting, all knowable objects will become clear to you, and in that way you can have the faculty of wisdom sharp enough to see clearly, to understand clearly, to view clearly without having any difficulty.
ဒီစွမ်းရင်ကောင်းလို့အမြင်တမ်းပါတယ်အမြင်ကျဲတယ်ဆိုတာကလက်တွေ့နဲ့ပေါင်းစပ်ပြီးတော့ပြောရလို့ရှိရင်ဆိုကြပါစို့ခုနကွေးတာတခုပဲယူတည်နဲ့အကျော်မရှိအချော်မရှိအောင်လို့ဆွေးဆွေးမြဲရှုခွင့်ပါပေါ့လေကတ်အောင်ရှုမှတ်တဲ့ယောဂီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဖို့တောက်တင်းတာတွေလှုပ်ရှားတာတွေရေရှားတာတွေတတောင်နဲ့တတင်းနဲ့တည်ရတဲ့မဟုတ်ဘူးအတောက်အဆက်ဆက်တင်းအဆက်ဆက်ပဲလို့ရလေးရတယ်အစစ်စစ်အဆက်ဆက်ဒါလေးတွေကလည်းသိတယ်ဒါအမြင်တမ်းပါတဲ့သဘောပေါ့အမြင်တမ်းပါတယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တတောင်နဲ့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အမြင်ကျင်းအများကြီးတောက်လျှောက်တည်ဆိုတာဒါအမြင်ကျဲတယ်ဒီကြားထဲမှာလည်းပူလဲနှွေးကြတယ်စသည်ပေါ့ဒီပြင်သဘောတရားလေးတွေလည်းတည်သွားတယ်ဒီလိုပြီးတော့ဒီလိုကွဲမှုမှတ်နေတဲ့ကြားရပဲစိတ်ကလေးတွေကကြားရည်ထွက်သွားတဲ့စိတ်ကလေးတွေအထူးမှတ်ရပဲနဲ့အလိုလိုနဲ့တည်တည်သွားတယ်ခဏသဘောလေးအမှန်တန်သိရှားပါတယ်တို့တူဖောင်းမှုမှတ်နေတဲ့ကပိန်မှုမှတ်နေတဲ့အခါမှာလည်းတောင်းနဲ့တင်းနဲ့လှုပ်လိုက်တယ်တောင်းနဲ့တင်းနဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်လေတောင်းတော့ဆင်းဆက်ဆက်မြင်သားလာတခုတည်းဆိုရင်အမြင်ကျင်းမြောင်းနဲ့အများကြီးတည်လာတာအမြင်ကျဲတာဒီထဲမှာနှွေးတယ်ပြေးတယ်မာတယ်ပြော့တယ်စသည်ပေါ့ဒီမှာပြီးတော့ဖောင်းပိန်သဘောလေးတွေတက်တောင်းတက်တာသဘောလေးတွေခါနဲ့တောင်းတင်းလို့တော့အနေဆိုးခံခဲ့တာလေးတွေဒီဟာလေးတွေစိတ်ဆက်ဆက်မလွတ်တတ်မှနေတဲ့ကြားရပဲထွက်တဲ့စိတ်ကလေးတွေနှိမ့်နေတယ်ဒါအမြင်ကျဲတဲ့သဘောကိုအမြင်သာမှလည်းအမြင်ကျဲတဲ့သဘောလေးတွေပေါ့မှတ်တော့ primary object မှတ်နေတာပါပဲ primary object လည်းတည်သွားတယ်ပြီးတော့အခြားသဘောတရားတွေလည်းတပည့်နေထဲပြီးတည်သွားတယ်ပြီးတော့ကျဲမှာလည်းစိတ်ထွက်နေတာလည်းတည်သွားတယ်ဒါတတိကောင်းလို့
Sayadaw says, as stronger the observing power becomes, so the understanding also sharpens and widens and spread all over. If you have really such strong, powerful, sharp observing power in your noting, suppose you are noting the bending posture, and you are noting one bending, and you are knowing other times, if your observing power is not sharp enough, if there will be tension, you just know the single tension and the tension disappearing. But if you have real sharpening awareness involved in your practice, at that time, when you know even the single phenomenal of aspect as the tension, not only one tension you can see there, the tension also one after another breaking even in one consecutive moment. So one splitting moment, there are so many breaking tensions one after another arising, and that spreading all over vision also will be there in your noting, and you can see how those things which seems before only one, now it is breaking in different particles, different units, even in single knowing. So that kind of widespread understanding will be there, seeing will be there, clearly knowing will be there. Not only that, within that moment, if your mind is going up, you can easily, without paying any attention, you know that, oh, my mind is slipping out. So that widening vision also will be there in your noting. So all sorts of things you can note immediately at the same time when you are just noting as the bending. So this widening understanding comes through the sharp, deep observing power.
So Udivida Mate Ayo Tija the Wolfman, do the Wolfman is one. Ella Tida who Chaja the body, say the body by the kind of Maya and
So what Sarah would like to tell you is, when you are noting in that way, using all those mental forces, at a time you are not just only knowing the single process of individual natures or single process of the common natures, but even in those single processes there are so many splitting units, splitting particles. Those also you can know and you can understand, as well as if there will be any kind of other functions, those things also you can clearly know. In that way your vision spreads all over to get more and more clear understanding how those physical and mental processes are working, and how there are so many hundreds of splitting particles, units are coming in your vision. These could be realized through that your own practice, if it is really involved with those all mental strengths.
ဆက်ပြီးတော့ပြောပါမယ်အဲ့ဒါဒီအဲ့ဒီအမြင်တွေကိုပဲတရားတွေအထောက်အကူပြုနေတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒါလည်းပြောပြပါပါမယ်
The Sayadaw says today the time is over. He will try to explain all those four aspects, how they are strengthening and how the clear visions will be there in your insight knowledge. All these things would be explained in coming days.